there's like a looming dread that's like hanging out right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a looming dread on how I'm going to complete the season and everything. It's affecting everything. Where, you know, I haven't been sleeping good or nothing. So yeah, it ain't all cotton candy and ice cream out here for sure. So okay, guys, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm supposed to be over at the bamboo side around 10. It rained again last night, so I don't know how wet it's going to be. But I've had a lot of bad news this week, so not just in you know, the business and my guy putting in his notice, but also at home. Our power's been flicking on and off with all these storms. Yeah, it's been, and that makes my dog just about have a heart attack with the thundering and the lightning and all. And like last week, I did a video, you know, where I took my dog to the vet, and well, we can't take the dog back to that vet, so we thought that maybe we could give her some allergy medicine, you know, that people take. And it, you know, and a friend of ours has a dog like ours, and that's what she does with her dog. It's a little Chihuahua. We give her like a half a Benadryl or whatever, you know. So we've been doing that, but I gotta say, it ain't helping. If it is, it's not. Yeah. And nothing more antagonizing and sad is see my dog scratching her feet like she does. So I've had to deal with a lot of that too, because and then the power going out. She's just a little ball of nerves right now, and thundering and lightning, and you know. So I don't really know, you know. Anyway, we got to make an appointment Monday. We're gonna make an appointment with another vet. So I'll let y'all know how that goes on a side note. But today, and I'm glad that, well, I'm just in a funk, y'all. You know, what can I say, man? There really ain't no other way around it, man. And I can't try to, you know, I don't try to hide my feelings and emotions from the channel, because it's hard to do, because I wear a lot of my emotions on the sleeve. And for me to try to suppress those things is really difficult for me to do and do videos. So that is probably one of the reasons why I haven't been doing as many videos, is because well, I'm busy, it's hot, the cameras act stupid in the heat, and then I got a lot of frustration on top of that. I hadn't been sleeping good. So yeah, and you know, Toby's put in his notice. That's a big, that's a major thing for me. I'm gonna have to, you know, buck up and get past it. I mean, it ain't nothing that I can't do, you know. I mean, I've done it. I probably had over 30 guys out here, in, you know, all the time I've been out here. So you know, so I got more bad news this morning. So that job I went to last week, and me and her, now tell me what y'all would do. So the job I went to last week, where and I'll put a picture or clip or something up, where I sprayed all that. We're gonna be picking up those trees and stuff. She texted me this morning, and said that her husband did not want to spend that much money. So basically, it was going to cost them, and it wasn't cheap, but they made it harder than it's going to, and that's not the end. you know. So what she said, well, her husband's got a friend, the same friend that probably dropped those trees and laid them all in there like that and just left them. I couldn't imagine my friend coming to my property and dropping a bunch of trees right behind my house and then just leaving them for 6 months. I mean, I don't know if I want that friend to come back, but she just left me with a mess. And see, me being who I am, you know, if I had known this, then I would have never went over there and sprayed, right? I wouldn't have. So by me spraying it, that's going to make it where, I mean, all that crap's going to die, I guarantee it. So now somebody don't really have to get over there with a machine. They might be able to, in the dry conditions, they might be able to get a truck in over there, and they'll be able to walk through there now, especially after another 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna text her, and I want to see how good I'm gonna ride down the road there and see how good the damn spray worked. Of course, but anyway, she just texted me and just said, hey man, you know, I just wanted to give you a heads up. My husband didn't want to spend that much money on it. His friend's going to come over here and get those trees up for firewood. So, but we're still going to need brush cutting, and you know, when he's done, to clean up when he's done. See, that's what gets me is if he's coming to clean up, then let him clean up. You know. Either way, I was going to be over there for a day and a half, no matter what. So, see, homeowners just are not. They're not on the same. They're not, and they shouldn't be. They're not on the same level as, you know. They're not thinking about the ramifications. See, I was going to go over there, get the trees up, chip them, get the stumps up, and grade it, and then brush cut what I would normally brush cut, you know, over there. And I just sprayed it kind of to help with new growth and to kind of slow down what's going on over there, you know, with all that growth. But at $1,200 a day for a skid steer like mine, you're not going to get anybody to do it cheaper than that, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, not nothing no work like that. So yeah, it's just as well, man. You know, I'm not. You know, the only reason I took that job on is because I know I have help. You know, I probably would not have even, you know, took that job had I known that Toby was going to be putting in his notice. Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'll be honest, man, I really ain't, you know, I ain't got to take on all these heavy labor jobs. I don't have to. You know, I was just taking things on, trying to, you know, be able to keep my guy busy, be able to keep the money rolling in. That's all. But see, if I don't have him out here, then I don't need as much money to make the same money, if that makes sense. I've been putting money back all summer, you know, every day, every job, to where building up the funds for the wintertime on top of what I would normally do, just because I was gonna, you know, try to keep Toby on all winter, and at least, you know, get enough to where, you know, he can, you know, make it. And then if we could have just gotten through the winter, you know, then I would have learned a lot more about him. He would have learned a lot more about me, and then maybe we could have the next year I was just going to cut him loose with the damn lawns. But now that whole process is going to get put off another year, because no matter what, I can't bring nobody on and them take over all the lawn care in a week. You know, I just can't. I mean, it's just too much, man. Somebody's going to have to be out here for the summer to really grasp everything, and for me to be able to, in my head, be able to project them being out here for the winter, and then I can, you know, project the money and all that to get right for the winter. So good quality guys are hard to get, man, and hard to keep, man, you know. So I mean, it ain't gonna bankrupt me or nothing, but it's gonna take me a minute to get back, because it makes it where I can't prepare like I want to. And so I've been preparing for, you know, winter work and winter money for the help, and now I'm not going to have no help for the winter, because I'm not really going to be able to hire anybody like Toby now, because, well, there's not enough time. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know. Maybe I'm wrong about how I go about things, you know. I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to be solo, or solo most of the time. I don't know. But I've always, you know, just wanted to find a guy that wanted to make a good living, and I wanted to try to, you know, go through the winter and keep them on board. And, you know, I never had a chance. I wanted to do it. I was going to do it with Zach a couple times, but, you know, I never could do it, because by the time we get to the August and September of Zach making, you know, $600 or $700 a week, $500 a week every week for the whole summer, by the time we get to the damn September, October, I don't even want to be around them no more. I don't even want to generate no work for them, because they ain't done anything with none of their money the whole, you know, thing. Zach made, you know, $20,000 out here and couldn't even pay his cell phone in one season. So $20,000 ain't no money, right? It is for 4 months. For an uneducated guy that don't know nothing. You know, Zach make 15 grand throughout the summer, 20 grand, you know, and wouldn't have anything. So by the mere fact that they living like that, I know that they're not going to be the best winter work guy, because they're going to need to be so hungry and everything that they put their desperation on the business, and because they haven't handled their funds right. So, you know, the employer has to handle his money right in order to keep employees and to keep everything going. But the employee, when in a seasonal work like this is, the employee needs to put itself in the best scenario as well. And blowing your money on you know, whatever, ain't gonna do that when you're a seasonal employee. Zach was out here for 4 or 5 seasons, and he never, hell, he couldn't. I mean, I can't even count how many times his phone got turned off, and he didn't have no mortgage, no nothing. And then a lot of guys would come at me and say, well, you just wasn't paying him enough. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. He was making about $120 a day. You know, I don't know, for, you know, 5 hours of work, making about, you know, $20, $25 an hour, give or take. I don't know, man, you know. But he never could get it together. And Toby, on the other hand, he could get it together. But see, he wasn't out here long enough for me to be able to count on him well, he just wasn't out here long enough for me to be able to count on him to be out here, I guess, if that makes sense, because, you know, we hadn't, you know, I mean, during the summer, as far as working and making money, that's not a problem. Anybody can do that. You know, if you're me and been, you know, in business as long as I have, anybody can you know, make money in the summertime when you got the equipment and the accounts I got. That's easy. The hard part, and I wouldn't know for sure because I ain't been able to do it yet, because I ain't found nobody worthy of it or that wants to try it. You know, I know that I can make enough money in the winter to not have to work. I know that for a fact. I mean, by the time I get through the summer, I've got enough money where I don't have to work. I mean, I got enough money banked up where I don't have to work for the winter if I don't want to. But I always do, you know. And the winter here is not long like it is in a lot of places, man. The winter here is pretty short, you know. Okay, y'all. So we're over here. They fooling with the septic system now. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what he wants me to do first, but that's the Bobcat that they rented, well, the owner rented. And yeah, so that's a big one too, man. Well, not real big, but it's pretty nice. I'd like to have one of them. What could I do with one of them if I had one to make money with? What could I possibly do with it? What's up, fellas? Damn, Josh, you in it, ain't you? Dude. Wow. I thought Bobcat got a roll-up door on that thing, man. I didn't know Bobcat made one with a roll-up door. Why can't they make a skid steer with a roll-up door?
What's that? Yeah.
That's why I didn't buy a Bobcat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, y'all. That old raggedy pipe right there, they don't even make that shit no more, do they?
ABS, I think they still use it up north. It ain't worth a shit though. It's all brittle, it broke apart real easy. That's the cast iron. This is the cast iron stub. And I put that clean out in years ago, and then it goes into the house as cast iron. And I got a Fernco on both sides. But we'll go straight onto that with 4-inch PVC all the way down to the tank.
What, does that go out to the field lines?
Field lines are over there. This is for the gutter system. He's digging another.
Oh, I see.
He wants to get his gutters in here.
So I'm just curious. So it actually takes the waste uphill?
No, that's going downhill.
I mean, to the lines. So the lines must be. So
the field lines are downstream.
They must be.
They're deep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And hell, with all this big.
You see this corrugated pipe? That's where it is, right? That's where it's coming out of the house, right? You see the circular hole right there? Is that it?
That's the trick to these things. They're kind of awkward to run, you know? You know what I mean, Josh?
Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah.
Because you got to come to you, curl, and come up at the same time to be the most you can be.
Try to keep that bucket skin in the same grade.
Yeah.
It's tough not to dig too deep.
And that just takes practice, man.
Yeah. The guys that do it every day, they got such a good feel.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I keep regretting not ever buying one, right? Because I know that if I bought one today, it would still take me 2 years to really make top dollar with it. You know what I'm saying? Me running it, not making such good money with it. Because I'd have to learn how to really do it like I can with the skid steer.
Yeah.
And that's a process.
I went over there and got that tree off the car yesterday, but all that debris still over there, and I told them to get the best rate, they'd have to let you move it around back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if they want the best possible price, then they'll have to allow. Easy, real slow, Brett. Real slow. Just lift it up and over to your right out of the way.
Let's hope that thing don't break while it's, up.
It's okay, it's okay. Just slowly bring it up.
He's fixing a bus in the middle, see that?
It already did break, yep.
Be careful. This is where it gets sketchy. Get on up here quick, man. Don't drop it in there. Start going that way. Up.
That's as high as it'll go.
Hey, go out like that. Take your arm out.
Get out of the way.
Oh. Okay.
Do is move those stumps so I can get down in there and pull some shit out of the water. Pull some trees out of the water.
We can do that.
I'm
That's no big deal.
that if I start caving that water in, we're not going to be able to get across it again.
Uh-huh.
Kind of where that concrete pipe is.
Right.
I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to more clearly see the creek.
Take the trees out.
Yeah, so on this side you see them logs over there.
I'll grind them up.
Yeah, there's that little tree that, you know, probably about that big around. That can go.
So what do you think about this? So 20 foot on each side of that gully? 15 feet?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No problem. I'll go do that right now.
Yeah.
Well, y'all.
Well, I think
man, it looks like your magnolia tree's dying, dude. Look at the leaves, man. got her drooping.
Well, they always do that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Actually, you're right. Could be. But
Well, you know, I get sidetracked, dog.
yeah, you do.
So, okay, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to clear this area right here. You see where that concrete pipe is? From about where that about 12 feet on each side of this ravine right here. Just now, of course, I'm not going to take no great big trees out, but I'll take all the little ones out. We want to be able to see and walk up in there and stuff. So I'll probably use I'm going to use the grapple real quick to grab that concrete pipe and see if there's any other dangerous stuff in there for the brush cutter. And then the only tree I see that I'm probably not going to take down is that, I don't know what it is. That one that looks like it's about as big as my truck tire. I'm not going to take that one down. But all them little ones that are, you know, 4, 5, 6 inch diameter, I'm going to get them. And we're going to try to, I'm finna go in here and see. So I'm going to set the tripod up and maybe we can get some good action footage here. I don't know for sure. I don't know what I can do with the grapple or what I can't. I'd rather come in there with a brush cutter, but and I will, but maybe I can get some of the stuff out of the way. I just want to, because I'm not trying to run pile. We're not trying to build a great big burn pile and all that. We need to grind these things down best we can. So let me just pick up that pipe and a few other little, I think there's some wire up in there. Let me pick that stuff up. And then what I have to do is I have to go down to the dam, which is back over that way. And the dam, there's a bunch of big stumps and stuff I put at the end of the dam to stop people from coming onto the property, because it was just like, you know, a free-for-all. So yeah, let me pick this right here up and get it out of the way. I'll set y'all on my mount right here for a minute, and then when I bring the brush cutter over here and I start doing the in-depth stuff, then I'll set the I got my tripod, I'll set the tripod up on the slope where y'all can kind of see. Okay, y'all, so like I was saying earlier, this is the area that I'm gonna be cleaning out. I'll start on this side. I could probably dig some of these out, but I want to get the brush cutter in here and just grind it all down. Yeah, but this area right here, I'm gonna set y'all back here around where the roadway is right there, and try to, well, I want to get a good view. It's hard to get a good view from the back of the machine, so because I'm gonna be working this way, so you got to be thinking about that when you're doing videos and stuff. So a lot of times I'll record and I won't even edit it, because I'll look at it and I'm like, damn, you can't hardly see nothing. We want to see the front of that thing work, right? That's what we want to see. And you got to watch out for the sun too, because the sun tends to make it where the video exposure is not that great. So either you're going to be all in the sun or all in the shade, one or the other. So I like right here, man, because pretty much I'm going to clear all this out from this big tree to the pond, and then I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna go in there and I'm just going back and forth grind it, and then probably some of the bigger pieces that gonna take longer to grind, I'll probably just pick it up and put it, you know, on the property line up there where the wood line is. So without further ado, okay, y'all. So I got that done. I'm fitting to go eat lunch, man. It's 3 o'clock. So it's been about 5 hours over here, 4.5 hours over here. But we're at a bottleneck right now because, well, I should have brought the other truck over here, really. So that's really what I should have done, because so then we would be able to pull that dump trailer in and out from down there. I'll show y'all tomorrow. I didn't get no footage, the camera went dead. But this is cleaned up about like you wanted it. Now we could, of course, we could go deeper up in there, but we're going to be starting to move a lot of trees, and every time I remove a tree, it loosens the dirt up, where there's a lot of dirt done falling, you know. But video today, but better than nothing, I guess. Important thing is I'm making money, so, and I don't have a lot of overhead over here, so. But that's what I do with the trailer and all when I'm leaving the trailer somewhere. I put it where it ain't impossible to take, but you're gonna have to work to get that trailer right there. I know, I mean, if somebody really wants it, they'll get it, but yeah. Like I was saying, it would take a lot to get that trailer out of here. That's why I always cock them sideways and stuff like that when I'm leaving equipment somewhere. Of course, I locked the skid steer up, but the skid steer, I'm not even worried about that because I got insurance, and they got some real hardcore GPS on that machine. So the Kubota, when you finance part of a machine, that's what they do. So yeah, that telematics, it'll tell you when that machine is moving down the road. So I'm not worried about nobody taking the machine. But I do have a couple of people that have been calling me since I put an ad up. I'm trying not to, well, I don't want to just hire anybody. This way to do all that, man. So, but I gotta order me a semi, man. Deuces.